I gotta say, I'm really relieved right now because her husband told me that she thought she was coming here for a roast. So I was a little bit worried about what the opening remarks were gonna be like. Welcome everybody. I'm really pleased to see so many people coming out here to support me. And I really appreciate that show of support. I chose this venue here at Pie Pizza because I have spent the last 20 years working through the Downtown Dunedin Merchants Association and Visit Dunedin and helping our small businesses here in this town. And this is a small business that opened in the middle of COVID. And I'm not sure everybody's gotten a chance to come out and check it out, but their food's fantastic. So if you don't have time tonight, then please come check it out. And I really want to thank Kevin and Bart and the crew at Pie for being here to support me tonight. Please show them your love. And while I'm standing here, and before I forget it, if you want a yard sign and you don't have one already, there's some here with a sign-in sheet, so you can come grab those. And I've got volunteer sheets over there as well. The last time I had one of these events for my campaign kickoff, I told everybody a little bit about me. And I had somebody ask me a couple of weeks ago, how did you end up here? So I thought tonight I would tell y'all how I found Dunedin. About 20-some years ago, 22 years ago, my entire family was living in Florida, one in Miami, one in Jacksonville, and my parents live about 2 hours north of here in Crystal River. And I started visiting, and I would be scraping the ice off my windshield to get to work, and I'm like, what am I doing? So I decided to come check out all 3 areas, and I decided I was going to go for the Tampa Bay area. And my parents, when I would come down to visit, would take me over to South Tampa and Hyde Park, and they were all lovely places, but I was like, are y'all buying a house for me? Because I sure can't afford it over here. And I was at a Christmas party in 2000 and met a girl that graduated from USF. And I said, where do the real people live down there? And she said, all of my friends are moving to this little town called Dunedin. She's like, it looks like Dunedin, but you should check it out. So I was here for the week of January 14th for my dad's birthday, and we had been over in South Tampa, and we decided to come up on 19 and go up instead of going up the other way on 75. And I saw the little sign off of 19 going 580, Dunedin that way. I said, Mom, can we pull in and just go check that out? That's that town that girl told me about. Now I'm gonna cry. So we went downtown and we parked at what is now Pioneer Park. And we walked down to the marina and we walked back up and we walked a couple of blocks on either way of the Pinellas Trail. Then we walked back up to the other end of the street. And there was a Irish pub up there. And then I walked back to our car, and I really just fell in love with it. When we were walking up and down the trail, people were saying hi. Everywhere we went, people were friendly. I was here for 2 hours. I fell in love. I went home. We told Dad at dinner, and Dad's a man of action. So he said, well, let's go check it out. We got up at 7 a.m. At 9 a.m., we were parked in front of the chamber. And then I liked it. I said, let's see what housing affordability is. I was moving here from DC, so it was much better than what I had up there. Got in a car with John Espy, if any of y'all remember John, and he showed us around town. And I went home, put my house on the market, and I moved here March 31st.
Nice. It sounds familiar, doesn't
it? It was love at first sight. I want to tell you a little bit about my campaign priorities. My biggest campaign priority and my passion is affordable housing. And in Dunedin, that is a tough issue to tackle. It's not going to be easy. I am also a director on the board of directors for Pinellas Realtor Organization. I just finished a 1-year directorship and I'm up for election for another 2-year term. Through my connections with them, I have gotten affiliated with the Pinellas County Compact Committee, which is responsible for allocating the $80 million from Penny for Pinellas that are set for affordable housing and have to be used between 2020 and 2030. It's only 2022, and they've already allocated almost 22 million of those dollars. And all but one project is going into South County. Almost all of it's going to St. Pete and going to Pinellas Park. And I really would like to see some of that moved up into North County.
Yep.
Frankly, even if we can't get that project in Dunedin, if we can get it in unincorporated Pinellas, in Dunedin or Clearwater, it'll still do wonders for our workforce people that we have here. There's also, and I don't know how this is going to pan out, it's just something that I've got on my radar. In 2020, the state passed State Bill 1339, which allowed for taking industrial zoned properties and transferring them into residential if they were to be used for affordable housing. Would the Coke plant be a perfect opportunity for us there?
Oh, yeah.
It might be. There's definitely a lot more analysis that would have to go into it, but we need to start looking at these options and taking advantage of the programs and assistance that is there for us. Another, and Lisa touched on this because she and I are both very passionate about it, is keeping Dunedin quirky. I understand we're going to have to grow. I know a lot of people want us to turn Ocean Optics into a park. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't make sense. But I want to make sure that we work with a developer who's willing to make their architectural designs fit in and be compatible with what's already down there.
Yeah.
I moved here because I love the quirkiness of the town. I love the fact that when you're driving in the bubble, none of the houses look the same. That's what's cool about it. The chandeliers, love them. Random oranges that appear out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Decorated golf carts. These are the things that make Dunedin unique and make Dunedin special. As far as what I see missing in Dunedin, honestly, not a lot. We've pretty much got it great here, folks. What I would love to see if I was elected and got my term through and I were able to champion a couple of things, I would love to champion a public theater space.
Yeah!
I feel like we have such a vibrant arts and culture community, and that's the only missing piece of that puzzle. I also would love to see a world-class dog park. We're called Dunedin, for Pete's sake. And I love, if you, the thought that goes behind a lot of the buildings that we do. I recently did a tour with Ken Hannon of the Dunedin Fine Arts Center. And when you go into each one of those rooms where they're teaching a different type of class, they've been structured, there's temperatures in place, there's all these things to make sure that that space is compatible for what they're doing. And I think we could do that with a dog park. You know, one that actually has shade for the people that are their dogs. So those are two things that, yeah, they're quality of life issues. It's not something that the government has to provide, but something that I think it would make Dunedin even better. Why I'm running. I've already told you that my passion is affordable housing. Someone's already said something on social media about, oh, that's just an empty campaign promise. I can tell you with me, it is not an empty campaign promise. It is something that I've been working on for the last 2 years, and it is one of the reasons why I decided to run for this job, not the other way around.
Good job.
Why me? First off, I've been in this town for over 20 years, so I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. I have sat on 4 different city boards. I have been the president of the DDMA and spent 5 years on that board. We then went and a group of us got together and formed, it wasn't even called Visit Dunedin back then, but we were trying to drive tourism during the summers to help our merchants out because they were struggling at that time. I've seen 2005 and 2006 where we thought nothing could ever go wrong, and I've seen 2007 where we found out we were wrong. I've been here through the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, which drove our tourism down and our businesses struggled then. And I've been here through COVID. I think in order to know where we're going, we need to know where we've already been.
Yeah. Absolutely.
One last thing about why me. It's been a very long time since there was somebody that was sitting on the commission that had a full-time job. The working people, the business people of this town haven't been represented on our city commission. And I think it's important that we have representation of people that are out there doing the grind every single day.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I've got for you. Thank you very much. If you have individual questions, please feel free to come up and ask me about them. You can get me on my Facebook page. You can get me on my website, which is www.devotedtodunedin.com. I am Stephanie Joins. I am devoted to Dunedin. I ask for your support. Again, there's volunteer sheets over there. My treasurer's sitting right there if you want to donate. I got signs you can put in the yard. And most importantly, I ask for your vote on November 8th.